Hello everyone and welcome to Sage Grains. Today I want to share some heartfelt advice from a retired professor from Harvard University. These words have deeply moved many seniors, and I believe you'll find them touching too. They're meant to help anyone in their later years live with more understanding, dignity, and peace. As we reach our 60s and beyond, making certain mistakes can turn what should be a beautiful chapter into a difficult one. So I hope these thoughts help you live wisely and joyfully. If you find this message meaningful, please consider subscribing so you can come back anytime to revisit these reflections. One of the first things to remember is to be careful about sharing details about your savings with your children. It might sound simple, but money often becomes a source of tension in families. Nearly 70% of family conflicts are about dividing assets. Not long ago, there was a heartbreaking case where siblings who once loved each other turned against one another over an inheritance. The saying, "money is money, kin is kin," holds a painful truth. The more children there are, the more likely it is that disputes will arise, sometimes even lawsuits. The money you've worked so hard to save should not be the cause of family pain. Protect it not just for yourself, but to keep peace in your family. Next, take care of your relationship with your spouse. After 60, your partner becomes your most important companion. While your children are busy building their own lives, your spouse remains by your side through thick and thin. There's an old saying that when we're young, we share love. When we're old, we share loyalty. It's true. Your spouse is someone who understands your joys and sorrows, who supports you emotionally when others may be preoccupied. No one wants to face old age alone, so cherish your partner, treat each other kindly, and nurture that bond as a precious gift. It might sound harsh, but it's important not to exhaust yourself raising grandchildren, especially by spending your own money on them. Research shows many seniors feel physically and mentally drained by this. Sometimes giving too much leads to being taken for granted. Younger generations have different values and expectations. You might invest your time and resources but not receive the gratitude you hope for, which can cause tension. Instead, consider focusing on your own well-being and enjoying the golden years you deserve. If you find yourself living alone, don't rush into remarriage. At this stage, building a new life together can be complicated. You both have established routines and habits, and blending these can cause friction, especially when finances and lifestyles differ. Instead of jumping into something that might cause stress, enjoy the freedom you have. Pursue the activities you love without new constraints. Embrace your independence and peace. Hold on to your home. Don't be pressured into selling it because of sweet promises from your children. Your home isn't just a building. It holds your memories, your comfort, your refuge from the outside world. No matter how rough life gets, your home is your sanctuary. It's where you can truly be yourself. So protect it carefully. Independence is vital. Even if you're close to your children, remember that like young birds learning to fly, we need to stand on our own. Relying too much on others can make you feel like a burden, and it can limit their ability to grow too. By taking care of yourself, you're showing love to your family by not weighing them down. When visiting your children's homes, don't overstay your welcome. 3 days is plenty. Even if they don't say it aloud, living together too long can strain relationships and create discomfort. Think of visits like sharing a perfect cup of tea. Just the right warmth makes it enjoyable. Too much heat and it becomes hard to handle. When your children marry, don't expect too much. Life moves fast for them. Their responsibilities grow. It's healthier to let go and give them the space they need. Think of it like flying a kite. You have to loosen the string for it to soar higher. Try not to let worries keep you awake. The more we dwell on problems, the more tangled our thoughts become. It's better to rest and return to these issues with a fresh mind the next day. Excessive worry damages your emotional health, which is just as important as your physical well-being. Don't sweat the small stuff, especially when it comes to your adult children's lives. They have their own paths, their own choices. You can love and check in on them, but don't intrude too deeply. Worry less, and you'll find your own longevity and peace will come more naturally. And don't work yourself to the bone. Your body isn't a machine. When you're tired, rest. If you feel unwell, don't ignore it or try to tough it out. Hospitals can be costly, and prevention is the best medicine. Know your limits, care for yourself, and keep health as your top priority. Don't be so frugal that you miss out on life's joys. You've saved for many years, endured hardships, but now is your time to enjoy. If you want to eat a special meal or travel, go ahead. Life is fleeting. Think of it like candy you've stored for years. Now's the moment to unwrap and savor it. Your health is your most valuable asset. Without it, wealth and accomplishments mean little. Nurture your body like the roots of a tree. With strong roots, the branches flourish. Get enough rest, eat well, exercise moderately, and keep a cheerful spirit. Sleep well and avoid staying up late. Your health brings happiness not just to you, but to your family. At this stage, avoid getting involved in matters that can cause unnecessary trouble. Don't interfere in your children's decisions about big purchases like houses or cars unless they ask for your opinion. Stay out of family disputes over money or politics because you may not have the full picture. Don't meddle in friends' romantic problems either. Listen when they need you, but don't become the decision maker. At this stage of life, you need to be especially careful with your finances. Your savings are precious. They represent all the hard work and sacrifices you made over the years. Lending money might seem easy, but getting it back can be really tough, and it might damage relationships that took a lifetime to build. Remember, that money is meant to help you stay comfortable and independent. Don't risk it on loans, even to close friends or family. Also, avoid lending money for investments promising high returns, especially if you no longer have a steady income. If the investment fails, you lose money you can't easily replace. If it succeeds, your share might be small anyway, so it's just not worth the risk. And please, never lend money for gambling. You almost certainly won't get it back. The best approach is to say no right away. Money in your later years is directly tied to your comfort and security, so think twice before lending. Not everyone will appreciate it or be able to repay you, and not everyone values your friendship the way you do. Protect yourself from harm. Equally important, there are a few unwise actions to avoid as you age. First, don't neglect your health. You might not fully realize its value until it starts to fade, so don't damage your body by overeating, smoking, or drinking excessively. Second, be mindful of your relationships. Avoid causing resentment in others because you don't have the energy to handle the fallout anymore. Live peacefully, respect younger generations' need for their own space, and remember what it felt like when you were their age wanting independence. Third, don't offer help indirectly through complicated networks or middlemen. Relying on others to help can put your reputation and resources at risk, and if things go wrong, the blame might come back to you. As you move into old age, protecting your well-being, your relationships, and your peace of mind becomes essential. Don't carry the weight of unnecessary resentments or burdens. There are 3 important things you should never wish for. Don't wish for immense wealth. Instead, wish only for the comfort of enough food and warm clothing, so you don't have to worry about shortages. Don't wish for others to rescue you in every difficulty. Wish instead to rely on yourself. And don't expect gratitude or repayment from everyone you help. Rather, wish to have a clear conscience. There are also 3 things you should never say. Don't lie because dishonesty only complicates life. Don't use harsh words to threaten others. Those words can leave deep wounds that are hard to heal. And don't speak words that can hurt people's hearts deeply. Our words have power. Choose them wisely to avoid unnecessary conflicts. Furthermore, there are 3 things you shouldn't do. Don't hold on to anger and become a bundle of grudges. Anger only harms your own health. Don't try to appear unnaturally young or chase things beyond your reach. Be true to your age and focus on staying healthy. And don't become an unending piggy bank for others. Saving is wise, but don't deprive yourself of basic comforts. Money is meant to serve life, so use it wisely and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Finally, never give up on 3 important things. Don't give up wanting to look your best. Present yourself neatly and cleanly so you can feel confident. Don't give up on kindness. Stay compassionate and benevolent. And don't give up on joy. Keep your mind young and your heart light. Age is just a number. What matters most is how youthful your spirit feels. Some people in their 80s or 90s still brim with energy and happiness. Let go of worries and live your remaining days in the most fulfilling way possible. There are also 3 things you should not fear. Don't fear growing old. It's the natural course of life. Don't fear being alone. Solitude can bring peace. And don't fear the future. Whatever happens will happen. What truly matters is living your best in the present. There are also 3 questions not worth asking. Don't ask about someone's old titles or positions. They no longer define the person. Don't ask about people's finances. Money doesn't determine true worth. And don't ask about someone's age. What matters is whether they're happy in the end. Old age is not something to fear. The real fear is not knowing how to enjoy it. Live in good health and joy, and free yourself from needless entanglements. Thank you so much for listening. If you found these thoughts helpful, please consider subscribing or sharing so more people can benefit. I look forward to seeing all of you in future programs. Before we part ways today, remember this: every day we live is a gift, no matter our age. Our experiences, our memories, and the lessons we've learned are treasures that nobody can take away. Embrace your golden years with grace, kindness, and a deep appreciation for the simple joys in life. Whether it's a warm cup of tea, a good conversation, or just a quiet moment to yourself, these small moments add up to a rich and meaningful life. Take care of yourself, not just your body, but your heart and mind too. Stay curious, stay connected, and keep your spirit alive. Reach out when you need support, but also cherish your independence. Balance is key, and with wisdom and patience, you can make the most of every day. Thank you again for being here with me. If these thoughts touched your heart or gave you something to think about, please share this video with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future programs that aim to inspire and support you in your journey. Wishing you peace, health, and happiness. Until next time, take good care of yourself and keep your candle of wisdom burning bright.